Bitcoin, alts, Ethereum, everything is getting crushed. What are you supposed to do? What are we going to do now? What are we going to do now? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Davinci Jeremy. Yes, I'm still in the pipe 5 by 5 staying alive here in Dubai as the alts and Bitcoin and the rest of it has collapsed due to the American regulatory governments. They're basically attacking crypto, and we've talked about why they're attacking crypto. They have to. They have to, right? If you can print money, right, and make people a slave, and then we have a system where it stops them from being slave, you might want to attack that. just, just say it. So we know that this is coming. We knew that they were going to do this, but we talk about how it was played out in the charts, what happened, why it reversed on us in the Bitcoin dominance, and also taking a look at what we can do in order to survive this catastrophic nightmare that has happened in the altcoin and the crypto space in general. All right, with that said, if you're interested in trading, you could head over to bybit.davincij15.com, okx.davincij15.com. Huge bonuses, like $60,000 in bonuses for OKX, 40,000 for Bybit. These exchanges require KYC, but if you're not interested in KYC, you can go to 2bit.davincij15.com where you can withdraw and deposit up to 50 bitcoins a day, and there's no problems, no questions asked. They don't even need to know who you are. That's the proper way, because that's what crypto is all about. Okay, well, let's get on with the news for today. You know what, guys? I'm real sorry, right, to spook everybody. Sotoshi-era Bitcoin wallet awakens after 10 years of snoozing. A stunning 13,000 percentage gain. Oh my goodness. Yes, guys, this is Bitcoin that was, moved in there at April 9th, 2013. Let me just zoom that first to show you guys to actually see that. There you go. Right. And yeah, that was about when Bitcoin was like, it was like $200, right? It was actually, this was when Bitcoin was moving higher and higher, up to $266, and then it collapsed actually. Back down to $50. So I remember that. And it was a disaster. No, it wasn't me that moved those bitcoins, but I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. But anyways, yeah, I remember this disaster, and I remember selling all my Bitcoin at the 266 price, hitting the actual limit order, no, the market order. And what happened was, it didn't get executed because Mt. Gox was really slow with executions, and it didn't get executed until $200. And yeah, then I set a buy order, which was just a lucky fluke, right at exactly at the bottom, and I didn't even get fully filled at around $53 or something like that. It was crazy. It was a crazy bid. I wish I had the screenshot of it. It was absolutely amazing. All right, so what's going on in the markets? Oh man, it's like the token delisting, exchanges closing following SEC's crypto lawsuits. Yeah, Robinhood got spooked. They are actually, you know what? They're going to be closing down a lot of the crypto assets that you can purchase on Robinhood, and so because they're afraid of the SEC coming after them. Yes, they have definitely messed with the markets because, hey, you know what? We don't need a cryptocurrency that will prevent people from paying their taxes, people from actually avoiding the whole government scam that's going on. Don't want any of that happening. So that is where we're at with crypto, and you know what? they have to try. This is going to be a failed attempt at destroying crypto, of course. And so this is a bonus opportunity for you, and I will explain that. But make sure that you sign up at one of the exchanges, 2bit.davincij15, 2 actually. Head over to 2.davincij15.com. That's for 2bit, or bybit.davincij15.com, or okx.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. Okay, so just days after the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission sued crypto exchange Binance and Coinbase for selling unregistered securities, crypto companies are already dealing with the fallout. Binance, which was sued by the SEC on Monday, announced that on Thursday evening that the crypto exchange would be suspending U.S. dollar deposits. U.S. dollar withdrawals will be also suspended as early as June 13th, which caused, believe it or not, a price disparity with United States Bitcoin was actually worth more than the rest of the world. People were buying Bitcoin at some crazy amount. All right, so the bloodbath, right? You can see pretty brutal, but this is even. I'm going to show you guys a even scarier chart. Let me just bring this one up. As you can see, this weekly chart, I've set it to weekly here. Wow. If we go to monthly, Hex is even worse. But I don't know why anybody would be invested in Hex. Actually, I met a few people who told me that they bought Hex, and I said, get out. Get out. Hopefully they listened. Because then if they didn't, you can see, yeah. 80%. Oh my gosh. Does that mean Hex is a buy now? Well, it could be actually. If don't hate it, don't date it, just trade it. So we need to take a look closely at the chart. Pepe, everything has been demolished here. Let's head over to Bitcoin. So we close off the show with Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can see, right, it's been madness. Price action on the 4-hour, just moving like crazy. With lots of stop runs with Bitcoin, it was brutal. I mean, if you put your stop here, you actually and shorted along this thing, you actually got stomped out. It's just absolutely nonsense with Bitcoin. Really difficult to trade. When there's lots of these stop runs that are happening. So yeah, of course I got stopped here. This was a clear short here. I didn't think it would come all the way up here. I thought at least some of these resistance would held it, and I got stopped out, and I didn't actually get back into the trade, which was just unfortunate because it was the right thing to do. And we're back down here. So is it going to hold the lows here? Probably not. It might just pump back up to this this support, which has now turned into resistance, before we actually come back down further. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Before we do, make sure you head over to 2.davincij15.com or okx.davincij15.com or bybit.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. Have this particular Ethereum trade. This one was a lot easier to handle. I mean, we reversed up on us and kind of got scary, but it was clear that there was a good trade to hold on to, and here we are. You can see that Ethereum has a little bit more ways to go before we close this trade out on Ethereum. Binance, I talked about this in yesterday's video. You can see on USDC, on Binance, USDC, right, not USDT or any other. It went as low as $58 because of the low liquidity. That's going on. Now, this is a nightmare scenario. This is a nightmare scenario for a little lady strategy. It is absolutely a nightmare. When this happened, when we saw, I was talking about how, this was clear indication that, hey, you know what, we were breaking down, so this is time to buy, and this reversed on us. And you know what, why it reversed on us is because the government went attacking crypto, and this is where we're at. And since they can't really attack Bitcoin as much as they can attack the smaller cryptocurrencies, it really destroyed the dominance on Bitcoin, that means Bitcoin is being has more value than holding on to any other of the altcoins because the altcoins are easier for the government to attack, and that's the problem. And we can see that now we have broken a level that and closed above it that indicates that, hey, you know what? We can see this go a lot higher. So we're going to have to assume the U.S. government has more firepower to bring this thing up because basically they did this. They said, okay, we've got to turn this thing around. Well, not really. It wasn't like, oh, we're planning to turn the Bitcoin dominance around, but it was more like, oh, we got to stop this crypto, and boom, this was the effect. And soon, and I apologize. I really had what's it called, a directional bias on this because it was clear that we were breaking down, and once we broke back into this symmetrical triangle, the answer is failed move equals a fast move. This is clear. Failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction. Classical move in trading. You see it all the time. Whenever it fails, whenever you see a failed pattern, and it fails to break down and it comes back in, you gotta accept, hey, it's a failed move because fast move in the opposite direction. Most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. Okay, well, I hope you learned something today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please leave a like, a thumbs up, or a comment in the comment section. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.